Okay, so hello everyone. So last week, episode 11 came out. It's on YouTube if you want to see it. Okay, so last week, at the end of last week, we came in to reflect. So the one thing you noticed when you came into town, while it was a relatively small town, it had an exceptional fashion shop, and that there was only
Ooh.
one inn. That was it. There's not a lot to this town. It's got all the services you would hope, general store, blacksmith, the usual, but there's not much else to this town.
Fashion store, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's called let's see, Fashion King.
Should we stop there first?
I feel like we most certainly should.
I mean, it's the only thing to do in this town.
And pick up some new threads, as the kids call them.
With the money.
I don't think you'll be able to wrestle anyone for their daughter here.
I mean, I guess we have to pay.
I guess whatever money you guys have, yeah.
Do we need? We need them more than the shop.
So it's a little after midday at the moment, and you've just ridden into town. You're on the air. You're just a little bit past the edge of town, and looking down, you can see in large letters "Fashion King." There's two windows out the front. There's a double door. It is a very fancy building. It has like large glass panes. Looking in to the glass panes on the right side, you see several different attires for men. They've got butler suits. They've got full dress. It looks like the place. It looks like the kind of place a noble would shop, right? But looking around, this place does not look like it has any nobles anywhere. And then on the left side, you have all the females' attires, long flowing dresses, maid outfits, all kinds of weird things. And then there's a little bell above the door.
I'll go bring it.
Point out the butler outfit and I say, Klaus, you could buy this.
He actually shakes his head and says, it's a little out of my price range.
Oh,
And when you ring the bell, the door opens, and you're greeted by a short, fat man with a very large mustache and a monocle. And he says, welcome, fine. And he looks at you. Adventurer! How may I help you today? And then he takes a look at the rest of you and just nods a few times as if understanding something.
I don't know what I want to do here, but there you go.
I'll step forward. Shoshana, they call me the Siren or the Nightingale. Pleasure to meet you, travelling bard. You've probably heard of me, but don't do autographs, sorry.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Zanek. And he gives you a deep bow. A bow that you wouldn't expect a short, fat man to give you.
Well, Zanik, it's a pleasure. And I give him an equally deep curtsy.
Okay. He says, come in. We have almost anything you could desire and can make anything you could desire.
My kind of shop. Baby, perhaps we can get you some new clothes to wear when we're at the inn so that performance, so you just fit in with the rest of the crowd.
huh?
Get you a fancy coat.
A bugbear in a coat. What a novel idea.
I know. Wouldn't he look great up on the stage next to me? He writes these wonderful stories. I'm trying to get rights to turn them into songs and plays.
I should open my
If I'm a publisher.
session. One note.
What have you got? Show me around. I want to see the finest clothes. perform regularly. I'll be performing at the inn later on tonight.
He says, "Excellent. I can't wait." And he motions everyone inside. He has a couple of customers, and they're all being tended to by female staff. And he takes you. He says, "Which would you prefer, menswear?" And he points to the right. "Or ladies' wear?"
Oh, a bit of both. Depends on what mood catches me, really. But
Fair enough. And he starts. "Let us start this side," and he takes you to the right.
dresses tend to get in the way of the hooves a bit, so I don't like them too long.
Very well. So the first thing you notice is everything is expensive.
Okay.
Very expensive. But you do notice that he does have more casual clothes that are affordable by everyone. But the signature pieces, which are all dressed up on mannequins, some of them run into the thousands of gold.
Oh, wow.
So looking through, you find. Can you give me a perception check?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Looking around, you find several pieces, male and female. You find some pieces that can fit baby if you wanted to get them for him. You find some fantastically flamboyant, like a petticoat and very short shorts. You also find some very plain shirts. All of it very affordable. You can probably find almost anything here. And as he said, he does take custom orders for anything you want.
I was thinking about a sponsorship deal. You know, you could give me something to model up on the stage. I'll mention your name, where I got it from.
Is Shoshana an influencer now?
What sort of offer might be on the table there?
He gives you a look over and says, "Not yet. The capital is having a performing arts session in a few weeks. If you're still there and happen to place well there, I might consider it."
Oh. Oh, most certainly. I'm sure we'll be doing business then. When is this event on, might I ask?
Come on, open. Open. No, it's here. No.
I can already smell the ones incoming.
I know, right? So he says it is on the 12th of Alterac.
The next month.
Are we on track to get there by that time?
Well, that gives you about 14 days, 15
okay,
days.
cool.
So, and it will take you about 2 or 3 days to get to the capital. So you probably have about 10 days leeway.
I'm sure we'll find some quiet anyways. So
Yeah,
busy. So have to find a stupid Cabellian.
that's right. Captain Moses.
We might end up in the capital for a while as well. Who knows?
Oh, does Captain Moses guard the bridge and so we can cross the river?
I mean, the capital's
Sorry.
actually on the river. Yes, I know. I got it. I chose to ignore that.
But okay, all right. Well, everything's probably a little out of my price range.
Oh no, there's some things you can get some things for 10, 15 silver. It goes down to a very much commoners. As I said, this shop is designed for nobles, but there is not a noble house in sight. And if there are nobles here, they're very well disguised. So this is a very odd place for this shop to be.
Do you, so Azanik, do you get many customers from the capital coming here to, get clothing from here?
He smiles and says, "Funnily enough, I have customers from all over the world. Just last week, we had a noble from the Grand Chaos Empire visiting. It's funny that despite being inland, everyone comes to see me.
Interesting. I look at Klaus. Like, might you know the name of this novel?
He looks at you like, was it, and he asks, was it a wizard or was it an actual noble? And Zanuck says, doesn't matter to me. And it's like, unfortunately, without any more, without actual information, Klaus just says, could be one of 100, 150 people.
Just curious if you might have seen some of your friends or former...
He shakes his head and says, I haven't seen anyone from high society for a long time.
Fair enough.
I might see if I can get a new coat, like an evening coat.
Okay.
Sort of like a female military style jacket. But within like the 5 gold range.
Okay. Give me an investigation check and see if you can find something and how much it will be.
Oh, not intimidation.
I don't think
That comes
intimidating.
after I find it.
I don't know if intimidating clothes is the right move. Okay. You are able to find one in a. You're able to find 2. There's one in a very bright pinkish color. That one has 4 gold on it. You're able to find the other one is a muted gray, and that one's 2.5 gold.
Let's go with the pink.
Okay. He says, yeah, you have a wonderful eye. Hand over the 4 gold, I take it.
Yes, I do.
Okay. He takes it and smiles and says, if there's any adjusting needed, just tell us. We'll have it done within an hour.
That's right. I'll get him to measure me up and see if it does need it.
Okay. He doesn't actually do the measuring. One of his assistants does. They take you to behind the room. Let me just... I mean, it probably wouldn't fit you, but...
Yeah.
It needs a little bit of adjustment. They said it'll take about 10 minutes to just like pin it up and sort a little bit, fix the shoulder widths and a little bit of the length on the arms.
Yeah, perfect. I'll wait while I do that.
You guys stand around for 10 minutes. Is there anything else you want to ask?
I might just sort of like ask him if he has anything waterproof, whether it's like a hat or like a full body poncho or something.
Just gonna wear full body suit, full water suit.
Yeah.
He says, I have the finest wet weather gear you could possibly imagine. And he pulls you off into like a side room.
I'm so glad he's pulling me off in a side room.
There on the left-hand side of the side room, it's full of swimwear. And on the right side, there's all sorts of raincoats, like from full-body trench coats all the way to like. There's also umbrellas, and you've never seen so many pieces of wet weather gear.
I find like the smallest swimsuit, and I say, "Shax, here you go."
Essentially, what you find is a piece of string.
You know, baby, this is maybe the opposite of what I'm looking for.
You might want to try it on.
Maybe like this trench coat. This looks good.
So you have the option. So there's several different types. There's regular leather, which is the cheapest. Then it's treated with like a waterproofing treatment, so it's a little bit expensive. Then you've got monster hide. The monster hide is more expensive, but it is more waterproof. And then you've got this very lightweight textured one. You're not sure what it's made out of, but it would not interfere in any way, shape, or form. Like, you think wearing that, you could be performing all sorts of martial arts with it.
Is it made out of baby otter?
Baby seals. This.
And I tell Shax, I'm just like, I'll never know which hole to lick if you wear that.
Oh my goodness.
Even with Baby Lou's comment, I just ask him, this one here, this textured one, how much would that cost if I were to purchase it?
6 gold pieces. After all, it is made out of the finest quality material.
6, huh? Just pull out my pouch and just count all of my coins. And I say, I'd like to purchase it.
Very well, come this way. And before you purchase, he does offer you to go back in the room. A quick measurement shows that it actually fits you like a glove. Since, yeah, it's made for someone your size, apparently.
Whew. It's good being a human, huh?
Yeah, human. What do you mean?
Human.
Almost human, yeah.
You're just not exotic enough.
Anything else? He says, anything else for your wonderful companions? He looks at Baby, Kobo, and Shoshana.
I'm thinking a hat for the bugbear.
Hats are over there. Would you like one made out of monsters, flowers, leather, and then cotton, felt? We have a beautiful top hat, which would hide so much.
How much is the top hat?
That one right there, 1 silver.
I'll
My
take
treat.
it.
My treat, baby. I'd love to buy you a hat.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Or he takes it down and puts it on Baby's head.
How does he do that again?
You're actually amazed how high he jumps.
Damn, like Mario. He's clearly a monk.
Is there anything magical about this place and him?
You don't know. You can roll an Arcana to see if you can think, if you try and feel it. Yeah, you can try.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be like magic traps.
No.
This store has a lot of expensive stuff, probably.
No
so
magic.
You, as far as you can tell, it is the most mundane shop on the planet. After a little while, the lady who measured you comes back out, hands you your coat. Trying it on, it fits you like a glove. It's almost like looking at it, it's got top quality work, and you can actually see why this place has such certain expensive things, and you can tell why people come to visit him. It's not as if everything is done very quickly. Everything is high quality.
When she comes out with the jacket, I ask, "You want to measure my inseam?" And I wink at her.
She gives you a very professional smile. It's almost as if she has dealt with people who make very similar comments. If there's nothing else, feel free to return. I was going to say I would recommend the inn down the road, but it is the only inn here. So,
At least you recommend it. That's a good thing still.
it has a wonderful set of baths. I will say that.
Ooh. Bath?
Yes. Surprising, really.
Horrible.
For you, maybe. But yeah, so he spends about 10 minutes going on about the baths once he gets started. Basically, you learn the baths were built a few years ago, and they're split off in two, so there's a male side and a female side, and you can rent single baths if you want. And he doesn't know how, but it's heated water. It's got a fantastic aesthetic. Like, he goes there 4 or 5 times a week. Like, he's a regular there.
Sure, Kobe's
I'm going
love it.
to head off to the blacksmith,
Okay.
and I ask if I can work for him for half a day.
He looks you over and gives you a nod. Says, "Sure, why not?" He gives you a hammer and takes you out back and gives you some stuff to melt down and some stuff to hammer out. Shax, Kobo, Quirin, Shoshana, what are you guys gonna do?
I might head over to the inn
Okay.
and try to get us some rooms and suss out these baths and try to organize a show.
Okay. So it's not hard to find the inn. It's like 4 or 5 doors down. The sign is so the Silver Moon is written in some type of silvery letter, so you're not sure what it's made out of. And above it there is a crescent moon. Heading inside, there is a girl who looks to be in about her 20s behind the counter. She bows to you as you enter, and she says, "Yes, please."
Oh, should my rolls have been a disadvantage? I still have exhaustion, don't I?
That's fine.
Sorry.
We saw also. My screen, I don't have exhaustion.
You don't. No, Shoshana has
Oh,
one.
I was right, Shana, yeah.
I was ahead.
She says, "How may I help you today?"
We're just come through. We're looking for some rooms. Party of adventurers. Heard you have some lovely bathhouses here too.
We do. She points down to the baths are that way. A room. How many rooms would you like? We have them all in all shapes and sizes. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 12 people rooms.
Oh, did anyone come with me?
I don't know. Did they? Baby didn't.
Yes, I came with you.
How many rooms should we get?
Oh, I'm happy with any kind of arrangement.
What are the prices of the rooms?
She looks down and says, "Let me just check what the others are." Okay, so she says, singles are 1 silver, quads are 2, doubles are 2, quads are 4, 6 is 5 silver. So these are all in silver pieces.
Well, we'll save a silver if we get a 6-share room, and
All 5 of you can sleep together.
yes,
Says excellent.
that's a good idea.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yes, we'll get the 6 room, please.
Okay, and she takes out a key and says, "Second floor, first room on your right."
And 4 silver, was it?
5 silver.
I'll take that out of my kitty.
Okay. So you've booked your room. She says, "You look like a bard. I assume you want to play here tonight?"
I'm sure you'd love me to.
She smiles professionally and says, "Yes, we have a perfect stage for you as well." And she takes you round into the eating area. There's a few people there eating already. It's lunchtime now, so it's actually smelling the room. It actually smells really good. There's currently a dwarf, a human, and a halfling doing a comedy act on stage. So it's
Tasteful.
it is not funny. Like, it is really not funny. So looking, you're like, yes, well, they are staying as well, and they applied to do an act, so we gave them the lunchtime slot, which has the fewest people.
That was for the best, evidently.
And then she says, you're welcome to play tonight if you're staying. I just hope that you're better than them.
Yes, I'm a little worn out today, so but I'll be ship shape tonight, I'm sure.
As a guest, you get free use of the common bath. If you would like to rent one of the solo baths, it will be an extra silver per person.
Oh, I'd love the solo bath, please.
Okay, so she takes another silver from you. You have 6 hours with the solo bath, so have fun.
Can my beautician attend with me? And I gesture at Kobo.
Sure.
Oh, I look forward to it.
She takes a pair of towels and hands them to you.
Thank you.
She is assuming you're doing something else.
No, this is literally the beautician. It's Suni's one. Yeah,
she nods her head.
Kobo, I'll need you to make me beautiful for tonight's show. I'll be in my dressing room, and I walk down to the bath to literally just relax for the rest of the day because I'm fucking exhausted.
So as you step through, the first thing you notice is so past the first curtain, it then splits off into a male and female area. By the side, there is a small tea, it's like a few tables, and they sell tea, they sell milk, all sorts of other things. And then there's the female and the male part, and then off to the side there is the solo baths. So you head down all the way to the left, and you go down, and there is 8 solo baths. You go into the one assigned to you, which is number 2. Going inside, you have an area to undress, and you have an area to wash yourself before getting into the bath. The moment you step into the bath, it feels like your exhaustion just melts away. It has a slight smell to it, but it is probably the best bath you've had ever.
Oh. Does the exhaustion actually melt away, or just appear to?
No, it literally melts away. The water here seems to have a rejuvenating effect on you.
Oh god, this is heavenly. Snooze off and relax.
Yeah, so until Kobo comes in and starts making you pretty, you practically fall asleep and just enjoy some time to yourself.
Yes.
Shax, Quirin, Kobo, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna go door knocking to try and rack up some more bodies for the crowd for Shoshana's show tonight.
Okay. Can you give me a persuasion check?
Absolutely.
Does this city have no soliciting rules?
I mean, her chances are not worse. You don't know how effective you were at actually drumming up more people to come. But, I mean, you didn't drive anyone off, which is good news.
Oh, no.
I'm helping.
Oh, okay, Jackson roll an advantage if you're helping.
Oh, I can help. I don't have persuasion.
Oh, okay. So you're just standing. So neither of you.
Actually, technically, I actually have freaking skill. What is it called for persuasion? Holy shit!
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay, I'll help it. I'll help you. Sure, whatever.
Roll again, check. See if it's any better. Here comes the natural 1. Okay, it's better. Okay. You get a few people to say they'll come tonight because they haven't heard someone you hype up Shoshana just enough that people are like, okay, we haven't had a good performer in town in a while. Can't wait.
Shax is just mentally as long as she doesn't blow it on stage, we went up a really bad ride on our hands.
She's gonna blow on stage and get a mob attacking us.
We get chased out of town.
Okay, so you guys drum up some more patronage for tonight.
I might as well help since I want to explore the town anyway, so I'll just go with them anyways to look at things and like take notes and
So
on the way help.
as you're exploring, so the main street, which goes north to south, right? It has all the major shops. You see Zanek, you see the blacksmith, who Baby's currently working at. You see a general shop, you see a herbalism shop, you see an armor shop, and you see a weapon shop. Not only that, you see a few other like small bakeries. There's a cafe. But the main street is lined with shops. Behind that, there are small alleys that branch off a couple of second street, which cross the main street. There is nothing but houses. There's about 12 streets coming off in each direction, so there's about 24 small streets. And then outside of that, it's surrounded by farmlands. So it's a very strangely designed city. It's almost as if you stop here for a day or two to move on, but everything is concentrated in one area.
Very dense city. Must not be much room. Must not be much unbuildable land or something.
Well, no, looking around, it's flat as anything. Like to the far off side, you can see that there are some like hills over on each side, but you would guess that this city could be much bigger, but it's being kept like this for some reason. Something is like just weird. Something you feel is strange about this city and its layout, despite never being here before.
Oh.
Okay.
So, a few hours pass while Shax is drumming up support. I'm not sure what Kobo's doing. He will probably end up making Shoshana beautiful after a couple of hours.
Yes, I'm just gonna rest.
Okay. After that, Shoshana, you spend your 6 hours in the bath. Kobo joins you for the last hour and a half and like pampers you a bunch. You guys come out and Shoshana, you feel refreshed. You don't have your exhaustion anymore.
Yay.
So you're exceptionally happy. You come out and it's now dinner time, and there's quite the large crowd in there. You see a lot of people ordering. There's a lot of like food and drinks being served. There's 3 waitresses running around. You see the person who greeted you earlier. You see a middle-aged man behind, slaving over the cooker. He's cooking meats of all sorts. He has a big pot which he's stirring occasionally. He even has fish, which is not something you have seen a lot of people eating.
Oh. Interesting.
Well, we're not that far from the.
And when I show up, you can clearly tell I did not take my top hat off while I was working.
Got like suit and like ashes and everything.
Baby, you're supposed to wear that on special occasions.
What? But I wear it all the time. Look.
It does suit you.
And then I order food.
Doesn't that get in the way of you when you're bending down and stuff? It's gonna fall off.
The top hat is stuck to his head. Like, he can take it off, but otherwise it doesn't come off.
Interesting.
Magic top hat.
I try to do like a backflip to show him that it doesn't come off.
Do a dexterity check for me.
Oh, my.
Acrobatics? Well, don't matter. They're the same.
Yeah, well, no, I don't think it would matter for you, would it?
Oh, yeah.
So you jump up,
You break his neck.
you jump up in the air, and then you just fall on your ass, and you're like, see, it doesn't come off.
I mean, you did prove your point. But don't think that is how you intended to do it.
What are you talking about?
Impressive.
100% how I wanted it to go.
Calculated.
So you guys sit down and you get your food. What type of food do you like tonight? Do you have the option between baked fish, fried fish? You can get 2 different types of stew, chicken or beef, and then there's several types of steak.
I'll get fish.
Okay.
Especially if it's like haddock or something.
I mean,
Where's the beef?
they've got beef. They've got freshwater. They've got several types of freshwater fish, depending on how strong you like the fishy flavor.
I don't mind the fishy flavor.
Okay.
But I don't know what my people in my group want, so I will try to get one that doesn't smell that strongly, I guess.
Okay. So we got some beef for baby, some fish for Quirin. There's also the mystery meal down the bottom.
Ooh. What's in the box?
I'm not one in the mood for a mystery. I might just have the fish tonight as well.
Okay, so second fish.
Shex, you definitely need the fish. You're getting a little fat.
I was thinking it's a mystery meal.
Okay, so
Tonight's special.
2 fish, a mystery meal, a beef, and Kobo.
So I would definitely like to try the fish if it's not too expensive.
No, it's not too expensive at all. So 3 fish, a mystery meal, and a beef. So each meal comes with a free drink, so you also get your free drink. Each meal. So Shax is 2 silver. The rest of yours is 1 silver. So coming in, so the fish and the beef come first, and then a minute or 2 later, one of the waitresses comes out, and everybody stops and turns and looks. As tonight you were the first person to order the mystery meal.
Ooh.
So they place it down, and they say, "Your mystery meal, enjoy."
I nod.
So it's currently a platter, and on top is a wooden box.
I just stare at it.
Your drink's off to the side.
I just hope I don't regret this. And I open the box.
So pulling off the lid, you see several types of food. So off to the side, there are prawns. There is a cooked squid up the top. There is a salad in the middle, and then there is a couple of dipping sauces, and then there's a large salad, and then there's also a refreshing soup onto the side as well.
Okay, I'm pleasantly surprised by this, actually. I just pick up the squid and bite it.
It is exceptionally tender and exceptionally delicious. For a 2 silver meal, this is really good, really nice.
Okay, I started eating it happily, waiting for the show to start.
Okay.
It's a performance of a lifetime.
I hope Shoshana's ready. So about half an hour passes, you guys finish your food and your drink, and then Shoshana, you're called up to stage and introduced as tonight's entertainment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, prepare to be astonished as I, the siren Shoshana Nightingale, serenade you and shred the loot.
Okay.
Shred.
You get a round of applause, and you notice that there are some very expectant gazers.
This is a roll. So much pressure on this roll now.
So I will say this: due to all the practice you got on the way here, you get advantage.
Yes. So performance. Can you? What you can hear is not what I'm playing. I'm actually doing a lute version of "Sweet Child of Mine."
Okay.
Okay, no one. That makes sense though.
That's not terrible, actually, with my roll.
That's good. Well, it's not a good roll, but yeah, it's not bad.
It could have been amazing. You almost got an 18.
I know.
You still get a round of applause for that, and many people actually do enjoy it. It's so you can tell that some people were expecting a little more after hearing you being hyped up so much. But saying that, nobody is disappointed.
Yeah. You're welcome. I'm here till I leave.
Which I believe is tomorrow, is it not?
Yes.
They're helpful. I'm here to help you.
I don't need that last part. I'm going to go 4GP 8SP.
Pete, just be careful. We don't want to copyright infringe Chain Street.
150 CP. Oh, there we go. So that's what that's what you make tonight.
It's not bad. I think that's everything I've spent today.
Pretty much. So you get another round of applause. You get a few people calling for an encore.
And as usual, Quirin, I'm going to give you the copper.
I'm fine with that. I have a. Actually, I say how much is it? 151.
151
Okay,
copper.
that's fine,
I'll
mate.
pocket the rest. Oh.
I have an idea later.
Yeah, he's going to run a copper scam.
Yeah.
After your thrilling performance and some people shaking your hand, and some people even ask for your autograph, even though you clearly say no autographs. You guys retire to your room, and then the next.
Gradually give out like one or two.
Okay. Okay. You guys retire to your room, your single room, so tonight you're all sleeping together. Comfortable in the fact that you won't have to be keeping watch. You can all get another good night. You can all get a good night's sleep. And the next morning, you guys wake up, and it is raining very heavily today.
I am prepared for this. I am prepared for this. I am prepared for this. I am prepared for this.
You have a new raincoat.
So, Shauna, can you sleep on your back, on your stomach for once? The snoring is keeping people up.
I didn't hear a thing.
Of course, that is how it works.
Pretty sure I don't snore. I've never heard me snore, so I couldn't do it.
Doesn't believe you understand how sleep works.
So breakfast is included with your fees. So you guys get a breakfast, eggs, and some toast, and you have the choice between fruit juice and tea.
I'll have tea. I'll have tea this morning because I would have had fruit juice for dinner.
Okay.
I'm definitely drinking juice because that tea crap is gross.
It is for a more refined palate, I'll give you that.
I'd rather lick Shax's dirty hole than friggin' that.
You do that anyway, though, would you? Oh, I've misunderstood.
I'm so confused. Aren't they all dirty? Sorry,
Maybe.
Shax, but
Well,
you
Shax,
really need to let me have a look at you.
Shax might have had a bath last night. Who knows?
No, Shax has not had a bath for many years. Many.
Then I'm pretty sure Shax is just dirty, full stop.
I'm always just throwing perfumed dust over Shax when she's not looking. Just constantly. Just every time she comes near me, like, ugh. Have some lavender.
It
Ugh.
doesn't work. It's just temporary.
Okay.
It's an acquired taste.
When you guys come down, you're greeted by, as you guys are sitting down to eat, you're greeted by Klaus and Amelia, who woke up early from the looks of it, and they've eaten. They ask you, when would you like to leave today? Well,
I guess as soon as possible.
Well,
I need to
Yeah.
prepare
No
for the...
reason to stay here.
okay. Well, okay. So you guys finish your breakfast. So how would you, I assume Shax is going to be indoors today?
I'm going to be inside the wagon, yeah.
Okay.
Still raining?
Oh yeah, it's raining. It's raining very heavily.
At least I got my hat to keep me dry.
Baby, will you be riding your horse today?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a very big hat.
I was about to say, I don't have a fucking sombrero.
Yeah, cowboy hat, though. No, top hat, sorry.
So Baby's riding. Shoshana, where are you?
I'll be in the wagon.
Okay. Curran, where are you? I assume you're going to be up front.
Yeah, despite the rain. I'll go.
Okay.
fine.
Kobo, where are you going to be?
If it's raining, I'd probably like to sit inside.
Okay. So you guys. So it's just Baby and Curran out. So can I get a perception check from you guys? Okay. Curran, your map is coming along nicely. You notice a few hills and stuff that you should probably mark. There's a few like guide stones along the way as you're wandering past. Neither of you notice any wild animals today. They're probably hiding because it's quite wet out. Despite the wagon being covered, a few drops get inside. Obviously, while it's a covered wagon, it's not 100% waterproof. Thanks to your new coat, however, Shax, you may remain completely dry.
Praise be to...
Allah.
Yep, that's it. That's what I was
Let's
saying.
see.
Okay, and you guys moving along the road, and you guys settle, and you guys get to the end of the day. You're looking out for a place to settle down. Curran or Baby, one of you give me a survival check.
I have +5, so I'll go.
Oops. Okay, Curran, you're able to find a nice place that's like covered. The ground is not wet. Looks like it's going to be nice and dry for the night. So who's gonna? What short are we going to have tonight?
Let me go first for once. I can't trust.
Curran. Okay, Curran's first.
I'll go second then.
Okay, Shoshana,
I'll go third.
Baby.
I'll go for...
Okay.
I'm going to have a wonderful night's sleep again.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
So the horse is telling us that that's our order. So you guys settle in for your rations that have some spices over them because Klaus cooks some for you. Curran, can I get a perception check at disadvantage? And are you doing anything? There's a small fire. It won't go very big because you've got a bunch of wet sticks. So.
Yeah, I can't see much, so I'm
Yeah.
going to focus on. I'll look around still, but I will also be playing with my cards, trying to.
Okay.
Basically, I'm going to be like eventually trying to come up with my own game for cards to eventually teach people.
Okay. You don't see much. You hear some howling wind that's coming past like the rocks you're currently sheltered under. A few raindrops get in and just like every now and again they hit you in the face, which startles you and you look around, but apart from it being terrible weather, nothing unusual happens.
Okay.
So you spend your 2 hours on watch, and then you wake up Shoshana.
Yep. Shoshana, get up.
All right. So,
Hey Shoshana, are you doing anything?
I'll just do some in preparation for my potentially big gig in this capital. Start to go over my repertoire of songs and try to write some new ones.
Okay. Can I get a performance check and a perception check at disadvantage?
Perception. No, double 15s.
And performance. See how well you write your new songs. Okay.
Not terribly.
Not terribly at all. Okay. So you hum a few tunes, you get a few lyrics. You hear a voice on the wind.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not clear. But it doesn't. It's not pulling you anywhere. It's almost like it's telling you to stay. But that's all you can make out.
Is there anything familiar about it at all, or not really, or?
Give me a intelligence check. Not really. It's just a voice on the wind as far as you can tell.
Okay.
It does give you some inspiration for a new song, though.
Oh, very nice.
And after your 2 hours pass, you can wake up, baby.
So I'll go and wake up, baby. Baby Lou.
Hello?
Lou.
Hello.
Watch.
Alright. Anything interesting happen?
No, not really. Thought I heard some voices on the wind, but you know,
Was it the Burning Man?
might have been. I'm not sure. But relatively uneventful otherwise.
I'll be on the watch for Burning Man.
Okay. So can I get a perception check from you, baby? And are you doing anything?
Nope.
So looking out, peering into the darkness, you see more than the others can. You don't see anything, but just like Shoshana, you hear a voice on the wind as well. It's... Again, you feel like it's telling you to stay, but that's all you can make out.
I start yelling out, "Are you the Burning Man?"
You don't get a response. Like the voice on the wind is so soft that it could be like if you weren't listening and paying attention, it could be just mistaken as the wind. So you're not even sure it's actually a voice.
Okay.
And your 2 hours passes. And you can wake up Shax. Shax! Whoa!
Alright. I'll wake up Shax.
Yeah, Shax wakes up and says, "Oh, hi, baby Lou. My turn, I take it."
I think I heard Burning Man. He was telling us to stay here.
Did you let Shoshana know?
I did not. But she heard him too.
Oh. I'll keep an eye out then.
Okay.
I always do, but even more so tonight.
Can I get a perception check at disadvantage? And are you doing anything tonight?
Just sort of like, just sort of sitting by the fire, thinking back on the day of the previous night.
Okay. So while you're like staring at the fire, thinking, a rock falls on your head again.
I jump up into my martial position with my fist out in front of me, and I look around, trying to see where it came from.
Looking around, there's nothing about. Looking up, you can't see anything. You figure this rock might have just been blown loose from above and just like hit you on the side of the head when it like by the wind, basically.
I look down at the rock and pick it up and examine it, see if it looks like the other one or if there's something different about it.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. From your quick glance at this rock and the quick glance you had at the other rock, they look very similar.
Alright, I'm going to pocket it and remember to show it to Shoshana in the morning,
Okay.
since Shoshana was really interested in the previous one.
Okay. So another 2 hours pass. Sun starts to rise. Today it's overcast, but there's no rain today. So waking up, Klaus wakes up at nice and early, starts preparing breakfast. Amelia and everyone else gets up a little bit later. You guys are greeted with a nice breakfast, and Klaus then says, "We should be reaching the capital today."
Alright then.
Unless there's anything someone specifically wants to say before we go.
Well, I'd like to ask you, so what will you do once you're here?
We have some people to visit. We have an appointment with some people. So, yes.
I think I have a bad feeling about this. Last night, when I was writing my music and was struck by a muse, perhaps it was my very muse that spoke on the wind, but I can't help but feel something wanted us to stay here, as if to perhaps delay our arrival in Parshe.
I heard the voice too.
I was struck by a rock, and I pull the rock out and show it to Shoshana.
Oh, another one. Does it look like the other one I got?
Yeah. It looks very similar.
Oh, is there anything magical about this? I wonder.
Yeah, is there?
Does,
As far as you can tell, it's very much like the other one. There is the faint trace of some type of magic on it.
It just came out of nowhere and fell on my head.
Oh, so I don't think it's like when I stay up at night, everything is good. But you guys, there's madness going on. Are you sure you're not all like daydream or something?
The rock is evidence, Quirin. What, do you think I picked it up off the ground and made up the story?
I mean, it looks like it's just a regular rock to me. I don't know. I don't see anything special about this rock.
Clearly Shoshana is a rock expert.
I'm an arcade expert, actually, but no, it's got faint traces of magic to it. It's quite phenomenal.
Is a rock having faint traces of magic really that's unusual? I mean, people use magic. Doesn't the magic not
That is very
has
true.
to do or something? I don't know. I'm not a
Certainly
magician.
does. Perhaps we're being stalked by druids.
No, not true.
They do that thing where they make stones magical and throw them at you.
What if they're fragments of something or a weapon? What if they're not rocks at all? What if they're people?
What? People rocks.
Let's not jump to
What
conclusions.
if the rocks were people?
You sound like a madman.
I've heard tales of people being turned into stones, Quirin. These are stones. Magic ones.
Uh,
That
how
is
would you even determine
quite
that? I mean, I don't
literal.
get it. Well, I don't know. I mean, we went to Parshe, right? It's a big city. Maybe there's some,
A mage tower,
mages
yes.
there that or something like that may be able to identify. I don't know. You want to pay for it, go for it. I don't know. It's up to you.
I'm a bit light on the coin, but Shoshana, your scully.
I will just hold on to them. I'm sure I'll learn to do that at some point as my powers develop.
So,
So Shoshana, as you bring the two rocks together, like there's one in your pouch, and you go to put the other one in your pouch, all of a sudden, Shax, you are knocked down onto the ground, and you receive the strong impression that you need to visit the ruins of Rubina down in the south.
Okay.
The rocks are speaking to me. There's somewhere we must go.
now, don't we have a mission with for our clients?
Well, maybe we can complete it, but I think we have to go.
How far south are these ruins?
So going south, they are past Vanglaw. So they are further south in the further south than you've been. So can I get an intelligence check from you all to see if you've heard of it, or if you or even if you know where you are, if they are.
Intelligence check. Okay.
Okay, Shax knows where they are. So does Quirin.
God damn it.
Kobo, you don't know where they are.
He's like, I think we're there.
So the ruins of Rubina are down here. Quirin, you know that the city, it was originally a fishing town. It had a encounter with a kraken, and nobody's left.
Do they have Ribena in America?
What is it?
Ribena? A drink?
What it? I don't know. How do you spell that?
Ribena.
Never heard
Robina
of it.
and Robina.
It's like a.
ENA?
Is it like dates?
I thought it meant to be great or
Current.
something.
Currants. It's like a.
Current.
Yeah,
Like
like
juice.
black currant.
Black
I
currant,
don't-
I think.
I mean, I've eaten black currant. I don't know if
It's
like
British.
Okay.
It's British. That's why we have it. Yeah.
So yeah, so you get the feeling that you need to visit the ruins of Rubina for some reason. That was a weird
Rubina.
sidetrack. Anyway,
What?
Ruins of Ribena.
Rubina.
That's what I was confused. I was like Rubina, but then you're talking about Ibina or something. I don't know. I was confused. All right.
okay. So that fun little discussion took a little while. So what do you guys gonna head to town, or are you guys just gonna camp out for another day?
Should we?
How can we go? The ruins of Rubina are very far
No,
southeast. Of
you're not going now. Like, you're not going there now. Like, you're going to the
Oh.
capital. I'm just saying. Do you want to? So, Shoshana and Baby have both raised the possibility of staying one extra day where we are, or maybe moving a little bit forward before camping out and waiting a day.
Well, I mean, I think you guys are crazy, but if you want to stay an extra day, it doesn't matter to me. Are you? That's how class. Are you guys? Are you and Amelia okay with this? You wish to indulge their fantasies?
Cass looks to Amelia, and Amelia thinks, and she says, I suppose we could. It will delay us a little bit, but that will be fine. After all, we did not experience this, and we must believe the people who are on watch.
You are very.
So she leaves it up to you. If you guys want to stay another day, you can.
I think we should all follow Amelia's example and believe the people who were on watch.
I was on watch. Alright, it's his team decision, I guess.
Yeah, it's the same decision. So you've got. It's up to you guys. Like, so you tell me, you're gonna stay another day, or you're just gonna head into the city now?
Stay another day.
Shoshana?
I definitely vote to stay another day. I'm not one to ignore an omen.
Shax?
I'll concede to the rest of the party.
Okay.
I want to kill the burning man.
Okay, so you decide to go ahead and move slightly closer to the city, but you'll still be half a day out.
Yeah.
So you guys spend about half a day traveling. So you're close enough to see the city, but you're far enough away that if anything happens, you can easily not be hit by it.
I forgot to roll this for yesterday.
Yep, okay.
Jesus, my rolls are horrible.
Okay, so you guys, since you've got plenty of time, can everyone roll a survival check for me?
Sure.
Is there a chat
Ooh,
command?
Pardon?
Is there a chat command to roll survival?
Maybe, I don't know.
So you just click on it.
Well, I think you might be able to like drag, like you could probably make a a macro, which is / roll survival or whatever, but I don't know if there's one like a chat command for it.
Oh, yeah, true.
Because there's macro commands and you've got like 10, there's 5 things, so you can probably do that. Anyway, so you guys spend a bit of time searching. You find a very comfortable place to set down. You guys spend time setting down. Because it's no longer raining, there's a few animals about that you could probably go hunt for a better meal tonight. But otherwise you spend the afternoon chatting, fixing your equipment, all that kind of things.
All right. Do you say stop raining?
It's not raining. It's overcast, but it's not raining.
All right. I will go out explore and hunting as well because I might as well get a chance to explore, get
Okay.
some map thing as well at the same time. So I might as well.
Okay, can I get a perception check for you? Okay, exploring the area, you find a few small offshoots of the river come down this far. So there's plenty of wildlife around them. Some deer. There's some larger animals. You spot a bear off to the far side. That you know that if you were to engage, you'd probably have a fun fight with it.
Well, I'm bored, so I think I'm gonna actually attack the bear.
Okay. Okay. So
I have range for now.
Get up a tree.
okay. So
He said it's fun. I'm gonna have to do it.
so Quirrell, this is not the bestiary I was thinking of. Monsters. Bear.
I'm using a max range on it as I can. Assuming I can actually reach that bit.
Can you roll an attack roll?
All right.
And you'll have advantage and you'll get sneak attack.
Ooh.
Okay, so roll your attack.
You damage me?
Yeah, damage. Sorry, damage.
Yeah. Is this crit or normal?
Well, no, you didn't get a crit. You just had advantage, and you
Yeah,
get your sneak attack.
I have to fix this thing. Yeah,
five.
I'll fix it later. My sneak attack's messed up. Double.
2d6, I think.
Yeah. I'll
Did it already roll sneak attack?
Oh, sorry. I rolled. Fuck. Yeah, I forgot to roll the damage on the actual.
Yeah, okay. You rolled your sneak attack damage, which was 5.
That's why I screwed up. Okay.
Okay, and then
Oh, wow.
4.
My sneak attack's like twice as much as my freaking
Oh
damage.
my god.
That's
Okay.
sad.
So the bear notices you, so we'll go over here. So you're about there. There's a few like deer and stuff who've just started running.
And then I'll use my. Never mind, I can't. Yeah.
Okay, so the bear. It's now the bear's turn. Actually, roll. We'll make a combat encounter of this. No, it's fine. We'll just do the bear's turn. So the bear roars, and how far can he run? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 65,
The bear
70,
is really
75,
fast.
80.
Bear mells me instantly.
80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so the bear dashes all the way over here. It's now Quirin's turn.
Oh shit! I will run very far. I will use my actually. Since I'm not gonna worry about speed attack. I'm gonna use my bonus action to. Actually, no, I can't. I'm not going to do it. I can't use bonus to dash. All right, I'm gonna run away. I have 30 movement, so I'll just try to run. First, I'll shoot. Actually,
Okay.
shoot. So I'm gonna attack again, and yeah, I kind of forgot
Okay,
the
you
whole
hit.
thing about my fact that I need to hide places to like to do actual,
Sneak attack.
You don't get sneak attack this round.
yeah. Oh, sorry, you're right. I don't. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that,
So
30 feet movement. All right, let's see. Toward the rest of my team.
well, I mean they're further off. Like you're probably about like 200 feet away, right, from them.
So
So you're running towards them. So what
yes.
you can run 30 feet. Do you have yeah, you do have cunning action, so you can dash. So you can run 60 feet.
Oh, that's right. I can use bonus action too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll move
Or you
60 feet.
can also bonus action to careful aim to get sneak attack.
Nah, I want to flee. I want to get max movement.
Okay, so you flee 60 feet. So the bear runs 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He runs to the edge of the river. You're on the other side. You're quite far away. And he looks at you. And he sees that you're running away, but he doesn't want to chase you like outside of his territory. So he turns around, and then dashes the other way. So he's like dashed up on top of the cliff now, so you can't actually see him from where you are.
All right, I will give up. I won't pursue because he seems pretty tough, and I'm doing shit against him. I don't know what damage
You've
him,
rolled
so-
2-1 so far.
Yeah, my attacks don't seem to do much damage. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe this is not. Move on from there.
Okay. So you explore. You find some like rivers. You're not sure if they've ever been on other maps. So you draw them in. You draw like a stick figure bear onto your map, showing that like there are bears in the area. And after a few hours, you come back with a story to tell your friends.
Of course.
What about the rest of you? What are you guys doing?
I'll make
I
sure
asked him what the bear looked like.
Oh, there was many bears. It wasn't just one bear. I was attacked by a horde of bears, so I had to flee.
I'd like to insight this.
How would you not believe me? Such a good story.
I probably, in all honesty, I probably would just.
I don't know.
I still want to know what the bear looks like, though.
It's a brown bear. As you know, it's big. It runs on four legs.
That sounds like my cousin Emilio.
Oh shit! Well, did your cousin run on four legs, or is he stand up like you?
No.
Oh, he actually goes on four legs. Okay. Well, I may have shot your cousin. No hard feelings. So. I don't know.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay. He was pretty tough anyway, so I had to run. I was not doing much damage to it. Those bear hides or something else.
Okay. So about the rest of you, what are you guys doing? While Quirin is off.
I spend the day just practicing my viol around the camp.
Okay, roll your viol. Nice.
Well, there's the 20.
That means you're going to get a natural 1 when you do your performance.
Yep, it does.
I want to get cooking tips from Klaus.
Okay. He's able to give you tips on, like, do you actually want to learn cooking?
Yeah.
Okay. The first thing he teaches you is to follow the recipe.
I mean, it's true. Once you get more experience, you can experiment, right? But for now, it's best to just do what others have done.
Yeah, like, he's like, yeah, like, experience, like, yeah. He's like, follow the recipe first. Once you've learnt the recipes, then you can start, like, doing other stuff. So you
Recipe.
Can, yeah.
Recipe.
That means you have to be able to read as well.
I put my hand out like a piece of paper, and I'm like, "This is what I know," and I show him.
Okay.
Wait, so Baby Luke can't read, but he can write? Like,
I can read, right?
No,
yeah, making sure, like, if you said, like,
so you can roll your you can roll the cooking. So you get tips. What about Cowboy and Shax?
I want to ask Baby Lou if I can have a go with his horse.
what? That sounds inappropriate, sir.
Bruce, if you're wondering about that kind of stuff, I can send you some links.
I mean, like, borrow it and practice riding a horse.
Only if you can guess his name.
Ronald.
I haven't named the fucking horse. You can take it.
I was gonna say I don't think the horse has a name yet. Okay, so Shax, you can practice riding. What about you, Kobo? What are you doing?
Oh well. What shall I do?
There's that natural 1. You are praying to Suni.
I suppose. Perhaps I want to maybe think about putting up posters of something regarding offering services for the next town I go to.
I mean, the town you're going to is like where you grew up or where you live. So
Just
people will know you there, right? So it's not
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you can if you want.
But for other places that we go to.
Okay, so you can think about designing some like posters and like for the days you stay there, you can like leave a poster out the front of the inn or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
That might help drum up some more business.
Gotta think of a catchy tagline. Like,
Come and see me, Suni.
you know, that's almost as bad as what I was thinking. Okay, so you spend your day off in Wonderland, like thinking about like really weird puns that go with Suni.
Mooney.
Come and see us soon, eh?
Come see Mooney. Come and see Mooney.
Suni to fix your Mooney.
Come and see Mooney and give us your Mooney.
She's trying for slat rhyme. He's trying. She's trying.
Anyway,
No one said she was good at this.
this is going to be a hard one. So you guys spend the afternoon having whatever you're doing. Nighttime comes. I assume you're going to go in the same order? Or are we doing a different order?
Sure, same order.
We had a good order.
Okay. Okay, Quirin, you're up first. You have dinner. So, Quirin, what are you doing with, while you're sitting in front of the fire?
I'm playing with my cards again, and I'm trying to keep working on making a game.
Okay.
So I will try to develop my own
Learn
game
your
with
game when you
cards.
get it. You can play together.
Yeah, well, I'll have to get you guys cards. No one else has cards, I think, so I'll have to get people cards and we can play together. Though I can't play now during the sleep shift, but yeah. like something fun to do.
Corin? It's a cold but normal night. No strange voices, no burning men, no stick figures in the fire.
Of course not. This is the real world here. We don't have such crazy things happening.
No falling rocks, no nothing. Just your regular cold, overcast night.
For Quirin, anyway.
Okay, you can wake up Shoshana.
Shoshana, it's your turn.
All right. Thanks, Quirin. Anything happen?
No, like normal. It is just a standard night sky.
Are you actually on watch, Quirin, or do you just like snooze for a bit?
No, I'm not like you guys with your daydreaming or drinking or whatever you usually do. I'm looking around. I'm keeping watch. The only else I do is I mess around with my cards occasionally, but just look at them and try to think. I'm not actually playing it.
Hopefully it's an uneventful night tonight. We did what the wind wanted.
Yes, that is apparently how you guys work, right? You do what the wind tells you to do.
The wind can shape mountains, my friend.
Sure, this is true, but whatever. I mean, as long as we get through the day, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Have fun.
Shoshana, what are you
Good
doing?
night. I am going to be on watch and write some music.
Okay. Performance check. Oof, that was almost bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so no strange voices tonight. Overcast. It's cold. You move closer to the fire because it is very cold tonight. But apart from that, it's nice and calm.
Oh.
And as the night rolls over, you can now wake up baby.
Baby Lou. It's time for watch.
He ran away.
He ran away.
Nothing happened tonight. No wind, no nothing, no burning man.
Were you drinking?
Never.
I'm gonna be watching you.
I don't think you guys have alcohol apart from the one in baby's pouch.
Yeah, well, we had a flash of purple booze, right? But I guess baby has it. If the baby's the one who has it, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm like, don't you worry. I'll get Bernie, man. And then I start throwing more wood on the fire.
Okay. So the fire slowly gets bigger. Is there anything else you're doing while you roll me a perception?
No.
Oh, okay. Baby. Sharp-eyed tonight. All of a sudden, overhead, you see, someone just fly straight past you. You can make out a figure, but that's it. You do, however, notice flaming red hair.
Oh.
I wake up Shoshana. Shoshana, I saw Bernie, man. He flew through the sky.
What? You saw what?
I saw Flaming Man. Bernie, man. He flew through the sky. I was looking up and he just went across the sky. Flame hair.
I'd like to.
Do I know which way? I want to wake everybody up. We gotta go in the direction that he flew.
What's going on?
He flew towards the capital.
Oh.
Uh,
What did you see?
Bernie Man flew towards the capital.
Burning Man?
Oh.
What? I thought that was a joke.
No, I
No.
actually saw something that warned us about the fiery mage. This burning man, as we've dubbed him. And oh god. I'm gonna look towards the city to see if we can see anything happening over there.
Okay, you can give it a try. Disadvantage perception check.
Are we sure we're not seeing Suni?
No.
No! You're like, you're squinting into the darkness, and you're facing the wrong way, and you're like, I don't see anything! So it's about 1 a.m. at the moment. You guys have been woken. All of you have been woken up by Baby. Class and Amelia have come out as well. What are you going to do?
What should we do?
Should we chase it? Should we go back to sleep? Did it seem interested in us, baby, or was it just passing by?
Did it look like he's going to the city or just in that direction? Like,
Roll me an intelligence check.
God help us.
clicked the wrong thing.
As far as you can tell, he was headed towards the city. You're not sure if he's going to stop there, but he was... You figure that he would intersect the city if he kept flying in the direction he was flying.
Yeah, I ain't that interested anymore. I'd rather fucking sleep. I mean, keep guard.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
It's up to you. So you can either go back to bed now or try and chase after the Burning Man. However, be aware if you try and chase after the Burning Man, everyone will have to make a Constitution check because you're disrupting your sleep.
yes, I think we should just get a good night's rest and check the city tomorrow.
I mean, sure, but was this perhaps? Okay, I think you guys are crazy still. Just making that clear. But was this perhaps part of your premonition about not going or staying here? Perhaps we are not supposed to go there. The Burning Man will do something horrible or something. I don't know.
Baby Lou takes a self note. Special sauce for Kieran.
Okay.
It's clearly it's a matter of friendship.
Okay. So you guys decide to go back to sleep. Baby, you're up for another hour, but you don't see anything else happen. You can wake up Shax now.
No, I actually, when I said we're all going back to sleep, I forgot that I was on watch, and I go back to sleep as well.
Okay, so for an hour, there's nobody keeping. Well, Shax, for 2 hours. Hey, Shax, can you roll me a? What would do it? Can you roll me a wisdom check for me?
I'm sleeping in.
Yeah, you're sleeping in. So, about 6 a.m., there's nobody keeping watch. All of a sudden, you guys feel what feels like an earthquake, and you guys hear a large explosion.
Y'all waking up? Okay.
Oh yeah, you're woken up. Like, let me just give me a roll here. D20. Let's see. Shoshana, your tent is blown over. Like you wake up tumbling as your tent like gets blown over, and yeah, everyone is awake.
Is everyone okay?
I
wake up and I go, Shax, what's going on?
I just jump out of my tent and I'm like,
And I go, you're sleeping on watch?
what? No,
Who was last watch?
it's not my watch yet, is it?
What time is it? Do we know? Can we tell?
You're looking up the sky. You think it's about 6, 7 a.m.
It's 6 in the morning. This is when we're supposed to get up, right? Or something. What time do you normally get up? 8 o'clock?
Shax, what happened?
But I will. No one ever woke me up.
Did he wake you up and you just went back to sleep? Oh, come on.
I don't remember being woken up unless the magic rocks? But no, it couldn't be.
Magic rocks.
Gonna play everything on Magic Rocks now. It's gonna keep away all the dangers and everything.
So while you guys are arguing, Klaus draws your attention towards the city.
Oh no. What's going on?
And as you guys look, there is a pillar of flame rising from the city.
Do you think that that's fire mage related at all, or just coincidence?
Can I get a perception check from all of you?
I start throwing more wood on the fire.
Okay.
Yes, Gratty, perhaps we could lure it with the flames it so desires.
You really want to lure Flaming Man over here?
I don't think we want to. No, I don't.
I'm just trying to match the flame of our fire to the fire over there.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
So, baby, you're the only one to be able to see this. Looking like you're really far out, but the flame, there's the outline of a figure, like what you think is inside the flame.
I told you it's fucking Burning Man. Look, you could see him in the fire. See? Shoshana, that other night, the fireman was in the fire, and now he's over there. You all doubted me. This is
Sorry,
much
I
bullshit.
disregarded your findings the other night, baby. It was inconsiderate of me. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me.
And then Klaus basically says we should probably hurry to the city.
Should we? It looks very dangerous over there right now.
If nothing, he says, if nothing else, we can help. We can help people who have been injured.
What if the aggressor is still there? It puts all of us in danger.
Maybe we can stop them.
What about your charge?
Amelia just looks and says, I'm going. I don't know about you.
Let's go. Looks like a
Cancer.
perfect job for Shoshana and the Fabulous Four. And I point my hand to the air and look back at you all.
I look disappointed.
No,
Not gonna tip.
I just start packing up my tent.
throwing ideas out there. Didn't work, okay.
Aren't you a writer?
Songwriter.
I think the only writer here is Baby.
Yeah. Maybe must come with something for us. We're waiting.
I'm packing my tent.
All right, let's go. I guess. Should we run there, or what? Should we move at a slow pace? What do you want to do?
So if you move at a slow pace, it'll probably take you all day to get there. If you were to move at a fast pace, you could probably get there in 2 or 3 hours.
Okay,
Probably
that one is
quickly.
exhaustion.
Okay. Quickly.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you guys mount up. Everyone gets in the carriage. Baby's on his horse, and you guys move very quickly. As you approach the town, about half an hour away from the city, which is about an hour and a half into your journey, the pillar of flames disappears. Baby, you notice that the person you had seen earlier has also disappeared. And as you approach, you see that part of the wall has been incinerated, and a large part of the city is just missing. It's completely scorched earth.
Is it the part of the city that we live in?
No.
Yeah, who cares?
So it is a portion of the Noble District, a portion of the Commerce District, and a small portion of the slums.
I mean, the nobles probably deserved it, so.
And as you approach, you see that the guard have spread out around the area where the holes are. You have lots of people yelling instructions. You guys come to the entrance. You see that there's the gate is currently closed, but they're still processing people. And as we get to the entrance, we call it there for tonight. The city has been attacked, and who knows what's going to happen next.
I hope they don't cancel the festival.
That's all you care about. You're like, I was like, man, that festival's only. What about the festival though? What about that? What about the important things?
So congratulations, you guys have made it to Parshe.
Now I'm curious what would happen if we went there on time.
You probably would have been caught up in the fire, to be honest.
Yeah, it's good.
Hope everyone's okay.
You can smell the smell of burning corpses. Like, you know that people have died in this.
I just mean the church. I wanna head to the church and see if everyone's okay.
We've called it.
Yeah. You start that next week, but yeah. You guys can decide what's going to happen, like in Parshe for next week. But yes, we're calling it here. That way, people, yeah, it's going to be a large, like I said, a large portion of the outer wall's missing. There's a big hole where several people. You're not sure if you knew anyone there, but it's a mess.
Okay. So yes, it's funny, Balk, you mentioned special sauce because just because it is a coincidence because what I was thinking of doing actually is that when I'm going exploring now, I'm gonna probably start picking up like random pick up like special like flora and see if I can pick up any like special like herbs or spices for you since you're gonna start learning to cook.
Okay, that is the end for tonight. We have made it to the capital. Players may be leveling up soon, we'll see. And that's it for today. Episode 11 is on YouTube. Episode 12 will be coming up soon. And I'll see you next time. Bye.